Well, good evening, my friends. It's Carpo here. No bullshit, no frills, just my random philosophy on life. And this particular video has a purpose. I wanted to ask my subscribers, what are the most important things to you in life? What are the most important discussions that you would come up with? If someone said, for example, I'm going to give you, an understanding of 3 of the most important things in life, what would they be? And the reason I'm doing this is because it's, my channel is like crept up on me. I'm like, okay, I have enough viewers and enough subscribers to where I could actually do something now and feel like it's worth the time to do it. And my thought was I wanted to do a 10-part series, my philosophy. And the reason why I haven't done something like this before is because, like everyone else, I have self-esteem issues. As much as I may seem arrogant sometimes to some, or I may seem like I know what I'm talking about on things to others, I'm just a dude. I'm just a person who suffers the same anxieties and the same fears as everyone else. I've just found ways to conquer some of them, and I want to share those realizations with others to help them in their lives. And by saying I want to help others, it always makes me feel arrogant. So I'm reluctant to put out a series that says this is the truth and this is what's important, because I don't know. I don't know what the fuck is important in this world, pardon my language. All I know is that I'm searching to find what paths work best for me. And so far I've been pretty successful at finding ways to overcome fear and anxiety in my life. And so that's why I want to share those things. But there are still enduring questions that we all have. And I don't have the time or the energy to put together huge, long, edited videos, but I come to you with a guy behind the camera, no frills, no extra, music, no extra, pictures. If I understood how to run editing software, I'd probably do cooler videos. But I feel like it's kind of like that thing. If you want to listen, you can listen. If you don't, you don't. So my philosophies on life are my own. I know that. But I realize that a lot of people resonate with some of my thoughts, and I resonate with some of theirs. So I figured if I asked you all, what are your most important issues in life, and what's something that you would like to hear heard talk about? And before I get to this, before I, finish the video, I should first give you my list, because my idea was to do a 10-part series. I imagine I would probably end up doing a 20-part series or more, because every time I say it'll be 10 minutes, it'll be 20 minutes. Every time I say, something will take so long, it's always much more complicated. But I would like to consolidate the important things in life down to a shorter list, even though it will take probably several, at least 10 to 20 minutes to cover each subject to my, contentment. The ones I came up with are, and these are the 10 things that I think people are most interested in philosophies on, or, curious about. So, life paths and purpose in life, beliefs and religions, self-esteem and ego, altered states. Now that one kind of sits on the fence, but I think it's important because we all seek altered states, even if you're jumping out of an airplane or getting the runner's high, I'll get back to that one later. What is knowledge? Good and evil, morality and values, government and property, altruism and greed, emotional intelligence, and the final one is fear and death. And that's an 11 total. And they're not ones I came up with. They came up to me pretty quickly, but, not subjects I took lightly. I have this fascinating book I just pulled out earlier, Enduring Issues in Philosophy. And it's got several chapters on unresolved questions in life, and the ones that no one can seem to agree on. And they're fascinating subjects, but there's a few of those in there, but there's only so much we can learn, and only so much we can know. There are only so many subjects that we can understand, and only so many notions or ideas we can entertain as individuals. We have to live our lives. we have to function. We have to be able to bring home the bacon, so to speak, so we can feed our family, or we have to be able to enjoy our lives without worrying about what might happen tomorrow. But I think that these are important issues, and so by making a series on this, I'm only going to cover my viewpoints on it. I'm not going to go out and do a whole lot of research on everyone else's, because I've already heard everyone else's philosophy. And I've realized that we all contribute what we think to be real and right to this world. And if people take it as gospel, so be it. If people think you're a complete idiot, so be it. It doesn't matter. What matters is that we feel in our hearts, that we can express ourselves and tell people what we think and how we feel, and that hopefully we can respect one another. And as long as no one's harming anyone, we can bounce ideas off each other and feel safe in the idea that we're all in this together and we're all confused. The very fact that morality and judgment and purpose of life is an actual enduring issue that people are concerned about shows that there's something wrong with the way humans interact with their environment. That you see people who are content and you see people who are not content. And the question is to say, what is the overall reason for these people's contentment and the overall reason for the discontentment we see in certain areas? And often the simple life, the people seem more content. Whereas in the more complicated city life, people are upset. So there's more to it than that, but that's what I'm getting at, that there's reasons why everything happens. So to finalize this, please leave a comment. Tell me what your most critical 3 issues are. What matters to you in life, and what are the things that you think about, the most important philosophies, and then at least I can get feedback from my subscribers to say what matters to them, and compare it to my list I have here, and then I'll come back to it. And I'm making a video.
But I'll tell you something.
I gotta go. So anyway, I'll talk to y'all later, and leave your comment, and have a great night.